My name is Victor Pineda. I am the president of World Enabled and the Global Alliance on Accessible Technologies and Environments. It's an honor to be with you today as we celebrate almost 25 years of the International Day of Disability. On this day, we're looking at the ways that practical solutions by people on the ground are making a difference in the lives of persons with disabilities. What we want to talk about today is disaster risk reduction, a trending topic that has created opportunities and created new pathways to ensuring equal rights for people with disabilities. Amongst the groups that are most vulnerable to disaster risk reduction include estimated 50% of the general population that lives with a disability. Urban development and accessibility have a direct uh, role in thinking about how to build more resilient and responsive cities. I serve as the co chair of the Global Network on Disability Inclusive and Accessible Urban Development. And through our work with United Nations Habitat, we were able to create 16 references in the new urban agenda that specifically address the needs of persons with disabilities. This opportunity also provides an opening to connect these global frameworks with frameworks like the CRPD, like the Sendai framework, as well as the Sustainable Development Goals. In risk identification, we have an opportunity to look at how various man made risks and hazards or natural disasters will unequally impact the lives of people with disabilities. Whether it's risk reduction, preparedness, financial protection, and resilient reconstruction, urban planners and local communities and activists, architects, and city leaders, including technology leaders within a city that are deploying new innovative solutions, have a role to play in addressing these issues. We have a few key recommendations for you to consider. We need to recognize the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities as a key instrument in disaster risk management. We have to look at how the Sendai Framework Section 36A is looking at these issues also from a perspective of participation and inclusion. And we have to consider that people with disabilities have a unique role to play in developing solutions through data collection efforts as well as through disaggregating data by race, age, gender, and disability. We could use the Washington City Group short set of questions to continue to support people in the field in these data collection efforts. Ultimately, we need practical examples. And we have examples in Ecuador with a project called Red Alerta, which is leveraging social media and disaster responders to really create a much more targeted approaches towards people with disabilities in the time of needs in a disaster where um, there are immediate uh, efforts to locate support. There's also a global effort that I'm leading with my colleague James Thurston at G3ICT called Smart Cities for All. Smart Cities for All is looking at the ways that technology is being deployed in cities, smart cities, and the ways that we can make these more inclusive to people with disabilities, the way that cities can leverage technology to better respond to the needs of all people. As we think about cities in the future, we have to realize that we have new capacities and new ways to create inclusion. Whether it's building off of our dynamic community of advocates or whether it's connecting to city planners with technology leaders, I think we have new tools that can help ensure that nobody's left behind. I invite you to join us at the World Urban Forum and Kuala Lumpur will have a large delegation of people with disabilities, ensuring that these kinds of issues, cross-cutting issues, really come to the forefront and allowing us to really implement the Sustainable Development Goals on a local level and create cities for all. Thank you so much.